Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on the morning of Sunday, May 31st, 2020. Well, the traditional Memorial Day. And I figured that this traditional Memorial Day is a good day to send a message to the mayor of Atlanta, Keisha Lance Bottoms. So here we go. Dear Mayor, this is your favorite alien from close by Marietta, Georgia. And Bubba. And we wanted to tell you this message. You have gone through two, and make that tonight, 3 nights of unrest in your city of Atlanta, which you have tried so hard to make a nice city. And you have gone out of your way to talk to your cohorts, i.e. African Americans, of what they're doing. They don't understand what they're doing, and neither do the other people that associate with them, because they're not going to get any way with these protests. That's not going nowhere. You notice that in 50 years, or 100 years, or even 200 years. You can protest till the sun disappears, and you'll get nowhere. What you need, Mayor, is consensus. And the first step on the consensus is a request that should be passed by all states. And this is the foundation. It's going to take a long time to get this right. And 1 or 2 generations, okay? But you need not only the African Americans, not only the whites. You need everybody at the table. So here's what I'm suggesting, Mayor Bottoms. You seem to be anointed the unofficial African American representative. And believe me, there's nobody but you that can handle this. You demonstrated this the last 2 nights. And let me give you a reference. Martin Luther King was as far to the other side as Lyndon Baines Johnson was. Lyndon Baines Johnson was as far prejudiced and racist as they came, being from a very state of Texas which was as racist as they came in the old days, and it still is today. When you can get Lyndon Baines Johnson and Martin Luther King to talk to each other on a telephone and to get together and to hammer out the basic principles that became your civil rights votes of 1965 and the Civil Rights Act that came in for them. In a climate that, remember, you had the bombings and Selma and all that stuff happening in that time period. Very racist. A lot of police were hurt. A lot of African Americans were hurt and killed on both sides. Lynchings were happening. But to get those two people to actually come together with different viewpoints, and to get Lyndon Baines Johnson to, how would you say, twist the arms of those segregationists like Jesse Helms and Thurman there, over there. And don't forget Arlen Specter. To get them to change those kind of people's minds, to go along with this, that is, you're doing a good job there. Now, what I suggest is you get representatives from the Latins. May I suggest the mayor of L.A. would be a good one. Representatives of the Indian nations. I would go to the Navajos because they're the most knowledgeable about this, or the Hopi, either one, but a representative that all the nations of the Indian tribes can rally around. A representative of the Asians here in the United States. A representative of the Latins. And the other enclaves that you have here, Muslims. The Russians, because it's too late to kick them out. Albanians, you're going to need a lot. And you're going to need to sit down and say, enough is enough, and do a kind of a petition like our ancestors and all the problems that we've had in at this date, and set a date. I would say January 1st, 2021. And then send it to each state's legislature. And each state has to pass it so they can go to the U.S. Congress to be kind of approved as a U.S. constitutional convention amendment. Because you're going to have to change your constitution to elaborate this. And this document is not only about the rights, not the rights, pardon me, no rights here, guarantees, and take all the rights off the table. You don't have the right, inalienable or any time, to do anything. No race on this universe has any rights, but they are allowed guarantees to pursue their lives in peace. Okay? If you have more questions, you can email me at The Favorite Alien here with Bubba. Good day.